Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the VOR Belgian Sport Grand Prix. We're here now in the pit box as we get some messages from Jeltnabammers saying that the qualifying will be dry, but in the race we will encounter some rain. The quality will be dry, and 20 minutes into the race it is going to rain, and it looks like it's going to be a wet race afterwards. So you have to make some tactical decisions here if you want to go for a dry setup or choose for a setup more suitable for wet weather. As usual, we can see the AlphaTauri guys leaving the pits as the first team. Loose Isaac, of course, still leading the championship, and behind him is Copyleft, and I get a confirmation from Mr. Mouse that it will be wet in the race. And I wanted to look at some driver helmets today. Let's see, is Jeltnabammers already out? He's driving outside of the box. Question is, why is the paint going very slowly? The paint also changed his helmet. It looks different with blue and orange. That's surprising. Oh, and we have Jeltnabammers trying to pass him or driving information. Did he pass him? Yeah, he did. Anyways, Spa, of course, being one. No, not one. The longest track on the calendar, as Jeltnabammers lets by the pain again. Sebi also didn't change his helmet, still with the Alonso helmet. That's a very interesting line through there. Maybe he wants to save some time on this lap. I can't see why he wants to call off the track since there's traffic in front of him, but let's go on board with Loose Isaac, who's the first car to start a hot lap here at Spa. Longest track, as I said, on the F1 calendar. So you get like 3 runs at max for quali, and it's very easy to invalidate your lap time around here. So besides being very fast, you also have to be very careful to look where you put your car. Oh, and there's already a yellow. I think that's from people backing up. Let's take a look. Jeltnabammers is the first. The painting is running behind him. And both... Oh, everybody is slowing down, as we can see from Dan's car. On board with Sebi, we see the complete train in front of him. Of course, he's going to have a lot of slipstream, but it's not really a good position to be in because you also have a lot of dirt here. Let's go back on board with Loose Isaac, who apparently has invalidated his lap time. The same can't be said about his teammate Copyleft. He's still on a hot lap. Around the final sector, flat out, as Lollers already retired off the session. Can we see it from Dan's car? Dan just invalidated his lap time. Copyleft is going to set the first lap at 1:42.8, and we have no Phoenix legend Moba just went over the finish line. There's a bit of lag, but I might know why that. Okay, it should be fine now. As Neki has improved the lap time, but Ixon goes even faster with a 1:42.4, and we have Mario across the line 46.8, and Royal Mero just started out his lap time. Phoenix Legend across the line into P1 with a 1:49.9, 5/10 faster than the second lap time. Let's go on board with that group of cars. Is that the Pain the first? Yeah, the Pain is the first, so that means he... Oh wait, Dan just broke off his lap time, I think. The Pain in P3 with a 142.5. Sebi in P4 with a 142.5. Very similar pace between the two cars. As Dennis, no, not Dennis, is it Dux? Dux about to set a lap time, goes P7 with a 42.9. MOBA next towards the last few corners, the bus stop chicane. The bus stop chicane that got altered almost 15 years back now. Goes into P2 behind his teammate. Is it Beef? No, it's not Beef. It's Neki. Goes into the pits. Beef invalidated lap time, so goes into the pits. Both Renault cars are also going into the pits. Royal Marrow through the bus stop chicane towards the line. Is he going to set a competitive lap time? P9 so far. We have Luca all assists, invalidated lap time. Phoenix Legend on his way to the pits. In front, behind him we have Dam. Didn't set a lap time the first time around. What can he do now? That looks very clean through the bus stop chicane. Into P5 on the medium tires. Loose Isaac starts his lap behind him. I think the same can be said about Almighty, yes. Oh, Dux the Pain going into the pits. Dennis on a hot lap. Ooh, oh, goes into the pits. Then we have MOBA also going into the pits, I think. Yelda Bemis is in the pits, so that must be... Oh, did I say you had a 149? I meant a 141.9. I'm sorry, Phoenix. Not bad for someone who's driving without ABS for the first time. Let's see, is it Mr. Mouse or Luca? No, it's Mr. Mouse, just started his lap. Royal Marrow also going into the pits. Luca, I think he might be on his way for a hot lap. Or not, he's going into the pits. Let's see, copyleft or Loose Isaac was on a hot lap because he invalidated the first time around on a new set of softs. Is he going to put it in front of Phoenix Legend? Let's see, what is he going to do? A 141.7. So Phoenix Legend still has to get out on track and improve his lap time if he wants to start out on pole position. Let's go on board with T Selector, also on a hot lap at the moment. Just went out of sector 2. I couldn't see his sector time, unfortunately, but looks like he's running with a very low fuel setup because the sensor is already going crazy. Very late apex for there, but not too bad. Not much wheel spin. Goes into P4. Mr. Mouse through the final corner. What is he going to do? P6 with a 142.4. Mario, no, not Mario, it's Ixon. Just started out his lap time. Copyleft, think also just started his lap time. Beef as well. So that means that Royal Mero Almighty is the next across the line. In testing I lost about 4/10 a lap without ABS, so you know I could turn that on and you know well, the first part is always the hardest, as they say. So Almighty through the final few corners. I imagine he's going to put it somewhere in the top 5. Let's see. Does with a 144.4. Very impressive stuff from Almighty, as we know he can deliver. Both of the Mercedes guys are out on track. Dennis as well has invalidated his out lap, just started his hot lap. Neki on a hot lap now. Ooh, that's a very nice helmet. Very clean. With the black and blue. Let's see what he does. 142.4, so the track is improving indeed. Let's see, also no out lap. Maybe the selector or racing point. No, there's two of both on an out lap. The selector invalidated, so let's go on board with Phoenix. Also invalidated this lap time. I meant Copyleft, not Phoenix. Also waiting out his time. Beef then also has an invalidated lap time. Roy Romero out lap. Ixon, no. Mario might be on a no. Also going into the pits. And so does Mr. Mouse. Let's go on board with one of the Merc guys. Oh no, not Mobile. With Phoenix. Oh, Phoenix also about to start his lap. So so far we don't have actually got a good view of someone who is on a hot lap. Dan on the medium on the soft tires now. Looks like he invalidated his first lap. Let's see, fitted tires. There we go. Dennis. Yeah, the first car across the line for the second run goes into P14 with a 143.0, but it doesn't look like he's trying very hard without any ERS, so I think he's practicing for now. Let's go on board with Dux. And then we have Luca, it seems. Goes into P5. Luca, P17, goes into the pits. Yelled the Bammers. P4 for him with a 142.0. Behind him is Dux. I meant the Pain, of course. Goes into P8. Next across the line we have Royal Mero. Can he improve his lap time, who's currently 16 fastest. Oh, and Phoenix Legend retired from the session. Can I still see it? Yeah. That looks like a very clear case of oversteer into the wall. Press F for Phoenix. Oh, interesting line from Dan. Oh, and Dennis has, I think, the same issue as Phoenix had. Yeah. I crashed out of traction, not brakes. Yeah, I expected it from the position you were in. Dennis also having issues in that particular corner. Managed to come to a halt before he touched a wall, but then again he is still in P16 and it looks like he has only one chance to set a lap time, but looking at his dashboard, I don't think he has enough fuel to set a lap time. So Dennis starting out in P16, it looks like. Is he going into the pits? Yeah. Oh, yeah. My timer is at 2 minutes, of course. So he might just have enough time to go into the pits, get some new tires, and set a new lap time. Let's go on board with Jan Bemmers. Going into the pits. Same with the Pain. I think. Yeah, 3 minutes left. Yeah, that explains a lot since everybody is going into the pits. With 3 minutes left, Okay, so let's just say I'm 1 minute behind. That means everyone who is going in right now would be right on the limit for another hot lap. I see there's MOBA in the Merc driving out. And we have is it Lutz? No, it's Copyleft. Copyleft just started this lap. Same can be said about Ixon. Beef still waiting to get the gap, but as you can see, a lot of guys are leaving the pits at the moment. I think the Loose might just be a bit late. Yeah, exactly, Razor. On my screen you see 30 seconds left. Let's just add 1 minute. So I think Loose Isaac might be the last car to go for another lap. So I think Jeltnabemus is going, yeah, expectable. Jeltnabemus is too late to set a lap time, and he is going to push every inch he has, but I think he's going to be too late. I think Loose Isaac is the last car to be able to set a lap time. As you can see, Jeltnabemus pushing like crazy to get to the line before the timer runs out. And I see Loose Isaac is getting closer to Sebi. Sebi obviously is backing out because he wants to be the last car to pass over the line. I wonder if T-Selector is on a hot lap. So T-Selector is on a hot lap, and the car in front is the Pain, who is on an out lap. Loose Isaac is not too late. The two Ferraris are. Okay, so Loose Isaac just started out his lap time, so did Sebi. But looks like Jeltnabemus is going to be too late. Just led by Beef, who's going to be the first, but no, he is invalidated this lap time. The Pain is also too late. T-Selector is the next car across the line. Oh, he invalidated his lap time as well. Is it? Yeah, it's Mario. Mario is going to be the very first car to set a lap time in the last run of this qualifying. Let's see what he does. From P17, can he put it somewhere in the top 10? Out of the final corner, opens up the DRS, straight line into P8. Next across the line we have Almighty. Is he going to improve his time to put an even bigger margin between him and Loose Isaac? Loose Isaac together with Sebi. Yes, he improves with almost 1 full tenth. Sebi and Loose Isaac are going to be the last cars running across the line. Is it Mr. Mouse? No, it is Luca without a lap time. Not going to set a lap time now. Neki is next. Then I think it's Mr. Mouse. Neki improves to P5. Mr. Mouse. Sebi just retired of the session, so I don't think he's going to set another lap time. Mr. Mouse improves as well. Dan improves as well to P2. Then we have MOBA going into the pits. And then I think we have Loose Isaac being the last car. Can he put it on pole? Let's see what he does. Does a 141.6, just 0.05 of a second off of the time of Dan, but not enough to overtake him. And there was qualifying. There were 3 drivers who weren't able to set a lap time. Beef, surprisingly. Usually he has 7/10 of without ABS. Beef usually has a very good qualifying and usually capitalizes a lot off of that result, stays around the same position in the race. Hopefully he can do some overtaking today. Lawlers didn't have a lap time, crashed out in the beginning of qualifying. Luca also didn't get a lap time. So it's very interesting to see what those three drivers are going to do in the race. As I said at the beginning of qualifying, or if you don't got that part of qualifying, that's a weird camera angle. It is going to rain 20 minutes into the race. So the cars, the drivers of course, the drivers have the objective to stretch out their tires as far as possible until the rain settles in. 20 minutes into the race equals a bit over 13 laps, I would say. So that brings us right about the point where you switch off from the medium to the hard to the soft tires. But most cars are out on soft tires, so maybe they gamble on early weather change or a safety car. Let's run through the grid. As usual, we see Almighty in the top of the field, this time out on pole position. Nice job from him. Behind him we have Dan, as we got a bit of lag. Behind him we have Loose Isoc, championship leader, Phoenix legend, first race without ABS in P4. Jalton Bemmers in P5. In P6 we have Neki Mekara. In P7 we have our other admin, Mr. Mouse, part-time sport driver and full-time spin element. In P8 we have Moba. In P9 we have Dux. In P10 we have the other Ferrari car in the name of T Selecta. In P11 we have Mario in the first Renault on the grid. In P12 we have Depayne with his new helmet. In P13, currently disqualified from the formation lap, we have Copyleft. Also Depayne on the medium tires, I see. Oh, hold on. Tires. Depayne being the very first car on the medium tires. In P14 we'll have the other. Oh, it's already raining. So where the forecast said that it is going to rain 20 minutes into the race, it is already raining here in Belgium. In P15 we have Royal Mero in the McLaren on the softs. In P16 we have Sebi on the medium tires as well. In P17 we have Dennis. In P18 we have Luca, as Jalton Bemmers just texted me. Lol, it's already raining. Yeah, it is already raining, so there you have it. The strategy of the weather isn't the best to go by. It isn't 100% accurate. As we go to P19 in the name of Lollers, that's a very cool helmet in the Haas car. In P20, last but not least, we have Beef. Let's go to Almighty and let's get this race started. Can I get another camera angle? Oh, that's a very nice camera angle. 3, 4, 5 red lights. They are out and away we go. Almighty has a decent start. Oh, in the background we see our other McLaren getting by fast. Dan is in front right now. Phoenix Legend puts it in the inside of turn 1. Side by side with Almighty. Let's go on board with Phoenix. No, is okay. Are they going? Oh! T-Select and Mr. Mouse go side by side. Mr. Mouse has a run, takes out Ducks in the process. And... oh, that's going to be... wait. Copyleft is disqualified from the session for being parked up in a dangerous spot. And the safety car is already out, so everyone has a wild card to go to the intermediate tire. Wait, it stopped raining. It stopped raining. That's very weird. Or maybe it just rains in the last sector of the circuit because it's a large circuit, so it might be possible. But what a start that was. A lot of chaos in Radion, as we saw Mr. Mouse going into another car. As you can see on this car, it's already raining again. And we have Dan. Oh. So in the last sector it appears that it is raining. And Almighty got an illegal overtake during the safety car. Now my question is he going to give it back to Dan? Bigger question might be, is he going to carry on or is he going into the pits? They are going to carry on. So it isn't the crossover point just yet. Dan, you snitch, bro. Snitches get stitches. I don't think that's really snitching when he takes over P1. As you can see, some cars are pitting. For what tires, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, that's a ref glitch. I don't want a ref glitch. Looks like everyone is going for new dry tires. But Almighty got a legal overtake during the safety car period on Dan. And Phoenix Legend, I know what's up with the game. It's acting very weird today. Mero P3 incoming. Roy Mero currently in P13. He has a lot of work to do if he wants to get there. Lawler's going to the intermediate tires already. Going for a very bold strategy here. It's definitely not wet enough to be on the intermediate tires, but maybe Lollers knows something that we don't. And let's get the position changes up. Luca won 8 positions in that first lap, together with Beef, who is in P12 at the moment. P10 and P12 respectively. Sebi in P11. And in the top 5, only Phoenix Legend and Luke's Eyestock switched their positions. As you can see, it's raining heavier and heavier at the moment. Haas in Hungary in game? No, you can't, unfortunately. I think you're referring to. Oh, something happened at the back of the grid. Everybody is driving almost side by side, so I imagine that there have been some illegal overtakes during the safety car again. Yes, you can see in the bottom that Beef got a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. So looks like the game is giving away 3 penalties today again. But for anyone wondering, in Hungary, Magnussen went into the pits for new tires before the race even started. Almighty just got a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. And I'm very interested in what is going on at the moment, since it appears that the game isn't that great. Lollers surprisingly has a very large gap to the cars in front. This is how Ducks ended. Let's see. Can I watch that on my phone? Yep. Looks like a case of collateral damage. Oh yeah. Oh. That's very unfortunate. So T-Select and Mr. Mouse were going through a ruse up to Radio. Then Mr. Mouse lost control of the car and just swiped Ducks off track into the wall. Oh, that's very unfortunate. That's very unfortunate for Ducks. Yeah, I don't know what to say really. I hope that well, I think surely Mr. Mouse didn't do that on purpose, but I'll let that to the stewards to decide. Let's hope he has a better race. Ducks, of course, has a better race next time in Monza, as the safety car is in this lap. Almighty just drops down the field. Oh, Almighty is around. Almighty is around just before the safety car is in this lap. He doesn't have any damage, it seems. But yeah, safety car in this lap. Dan got his P1 back. Phoenix Legend behind him without ABS. Let's see how he can cope on the safety car restart. Where is Dan going to drive away? Kept a very fast pace so far. Is he going into the pits? Yes, he does. So it looks like everyone is going into the pits except for one car. I just missed it, and it's MOBA it seems, but Sebi also went on, and everybody is going into the pits behind the safety car as the safety car went in. So there are a few drivers who went on. Sebi is really struggling on that medium tire, but he didn't go into the pits because he would have double stacked his car behind Dan's car, and the pit crews on this game aren't excellent. Oh, Beef is going to pass Sebi through Radio, and Lawless behind him. Let's get that dashboard up because I want some info. I turned ABS on before the rain. Oh. Yeah, once you go in, you have to go. You just have to go, Phoenix. So don't be afraid. It is going to hurt sometimes, but just go into it. And once you have to. So why keep procrastinating and putting it to a later date? Anyway, Sebi just got passed by Lollers, and Dan, who was the first car to go into the pits, is already very close to Sebi. So it looks like Sebi lost a lot of time already with that choice to go on and carry on. MOBA as well. We saw MOBA also getting off of the pit entry and staying out, currently in P9. Phoenix Legend just passed Almighty, who was also on the soft tires. Phoenix Legend pretty close to Loose Isock. I think he went into the pits in front of Loose, but Loose Isock won a position in the pits, I imagine. Sebi surely going into the pits. So no interesting stuff there. Wait, Sebi just that's interesting to see Sebi blocking Dan because he lost control of his car. But Sebi going into the pits. And MOBA currently in P15. Think he is also going into the pits. And Neki also appears to be going into the pits. And Dan just lost 2 places to... Oh, no, of course. Never mind. Dan was already behind Lawless and Beef, because Beef and Lawless chose to go to the intermediate tires during the safety car period instead of afterwards. So Beef, who started out in P20, currently in P1 with a master strategic move, going to the intermediate. I really hope he can hold on to this, because that's one of the best moves I've ever seen strategy wise. Going on board with Phoenix Legend, really close to Loose Isock. Through Pouhon. What a great French name for a very irritating corner on this track. Also Mr. Mouse's favorite corner, so we might even see him spinning here today, but not this lap it seems. Alright, let's see what's an interesting battle to look at. Well, really it is Phoenix Legend together with Loose Isock. Within a few tenths of each other, but not close enough to battle way out side by side. Also, conditions aren't really that favorable for battling. Phoenix Legend has a lot of issues having or keeping the car straight on track. As you can see, Luca is gaining on Phoenix Legend in that last sector. Yaldabamas being a one-man army somewhere in no man's land, as Phoenix Legend got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Oh, and oh, Dan and Lollers. Just missed it, but Dan just passed Lollers. Let's see if Loose Isock can also pass Lollers as quick as possible, so he can go on to fight for P2. So far it's been a very interesting race. It started raining already in the first lap. Lollers leaving the space on the inside, but Loose backed out of it. Very hard to overtake there. Phoenix Legend looking on the inside of Loose now, and Luca also joined in the battle for P3, and Beef is just driving into the distance without any competition so far. Oh, is it going to be free right? No, Lollers let them by, has a bit of issues. Luca also passing Lollers. Copyleft has left the session. Oh, Phoenix Legend going very wide. This isn't going to end well, is it? No. There you have it. Phoenix Legend into the wall. Dan spun around, and Luca with wing damage. Really, I don't know what to say. It just looked bad from every angle that I saw on that. Anyway, Loose Isock very close to Luca, but there's a virtual safety car, so Dan complaining in my Steam DMs. Yeah. A couple left. Grande Machina. Indeed. Anyways, let's carry on with the race. Of course, the massive incident between Luca, Dan, and Phoenix Legend had a massive impact on the race. 6 more to die for Mero podium. No, Dan really isn't happy with what happened there. I would imagine so. It's just going full wide. Phoenix Legends are going very wide in the last few corners. I couldn't see how that rejoin worked, but I think he managed to get back on track safely before the final corner and even before the final braking zone. Yeah, Phoenix Legend, all the advice that I have for you right now is put the anger that you're putting in chat right now, put it in an appeal, throw it into the Discord, and just get yourself a nice beer or something and just relax, because otherwise you will just carry on with that anger. Anyways, the race has continued and Loose Isock is closing in on Luca, as Dan has entered the pits. Oh, Dan is still in the race, luckily. Yaldabam has just passed him because he is going into the pits. Dan retired in the pits. So I imagine Dan is writing an appeal just right now. Is it a virtual safety car? No, it isn't. Let's go on board with Dennis. Edging closer to X. Oh, had a moment there at radio. Very nice work from him to catch that. Very close on Ixon as well, but not enough to overtake him. Set the fastest lap time in sector 1. So he is out for blood. And T-Selector also very close on Romero. Oh, we already passed the straight, so let's go back on board with Dennis. Very weird how the helmet appears to be pixelated when you go back on board with a driver you just been on board with. Beef wasn't lying when he said last to first. Yeah, you can rewatch the whole race when it is over, and I think you guys might even be able to clip earlier parts while the stream is still live. I'm not sure, but yeah, in the end you will be able to check it, because 5 minutes after the stream has ended it will be uploaded to Twitch instantly, so you can check the incident there for sure. Let's see, Dennis closing in on Ixon. Ixon having a lot of issues, but so is Dennis. Is he going to do it on the inside? Ooh, looked for the inside, but braked just on time. Dennis really eager to overtake Ixon here and continuing his battle towards the podium. I think it's even raining heavier than I thought it is. And Sebi very close on T-Selector and Roy Romero, with Mr. Mouse behind. Just too far to see the spectacle, but Sebi has a very fucked up camera because of all the spray. Oh, Roy Romero loses it in radio into the wall under traction. So another safety car abrupts the play of this race. Very unfortunate for Romero, and going down as the 7th retirement of the VOR Sport Belgian Grand Prix. And we're not even halfway through. So it reminds me of an episode I recently watched, Death and Always Angels. Looks like a lot of people are finding their Waterloo today in Belgium. Some as collateral damage, some underneath traction loss, and some because the game didn't favor them. Beef going into the pits. Now what I wonder is he going to intermediate tires or to the wet tire? No, changing to intermediate tire. Oh, he's doing a penalty in the pits. Luca also going into the pits. Looks like Beef had almost 10 seconds of penalties, worth of penalties. That leaves the lead to Luz Isaac, but I think Beef will rejoin in second. Yes, he does. As Luca also goes into the pits, changing his front wing, I'd imagine. Some other cars as well. Going for fresh intermediate tires. Very wise if you want to have some fresh tires at the end of this race, because intermediate tires do last longer than dry tires, but they do wear. And you tend to forget that. I can speak from own experience. So understandable that most of the guys are pitting for intermediate tires if they want to carry this car to the end of this race. So that leaves Loose, Isock, Ixon and DePayne as the only runners still on those old intermediate tires, being in first, third and fourth respectively, with Beef in between. Dealt with the penalty he got and also put on new intermediate tires, so Beef really the real contender for the win today. But as you might have noticed, you never know what will happen in this Grand Prix. Let's take a look at the sports category in Discord. Already 50 messages. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. Anyways, back to the race. I thought someone might have clipped it. Yeah, I don't know if you're in the Discord, but if you are in the Discord, you can check it. Probably can check it in general right now. And if you're not in the Discord, it is in the About section on our channel, our Twitch channel, of course. So if you want to join our Discord, just check it below. Click on the link and you will be in the Discord right away. Also in the About section you can find the drinking game for this week at the Belgian Grand Prix, and we have the usual stuff with a penalty is 1 sip of course, 2 sips for a DNF and 3 sips for a safety car. So we had 2 safety cars by now, so bit of drinking and an extra sip for an overtake at a Rouge section or Blanquimont. So haven't seen that so far, but we might see it somewhere in this race, you never know. You're not obligated to join in the drinking game, it's just for fun and you can do it with whatever you want. It's to add some fun to the races, but this race doesn't really need it because there's a lot of action going on. The second lap behind the safety car so far, and this being the longest track of them all, you usually have short safety car periods, aka 2 laps at most, since the whole grid can catch up in time. Also very important to keep up as Roy Romero left the session. You have to keep an eye on your tire temperatures as they will fall down. Now of course intermediate tires don't need that much heat into them, but they do need heat. Is the safety car yes, the safety car is going into the pits this lap, so we will keep an eye on Loose and see when he is starting up again, as Dennis got a 5-second time penalty with a severe collision with T Selecta. That's very unfortunate. We might see an appeal for that as well. Is he going for it? No, not yet. Let's go and bolt with Beef and watch Loose Isock. Is he yes, Loose Isock is going away and Beef was wide awake. The pain wasn't really, Ixon was, so he's pretty close to Beef and Loose as well. Oh, and Luca is very close on the paint. Let's get the menus up again. Luca side by side with the pain on the inside, and there's a yellow already. Is it for... Oh, I see 2 cars pitting already, so they might have got contact. Beef very close on loose ice. Is he going to pass in on Camel straight? Puts in overtake loose as well. Is he going to put his side by side? Yes, he does. Not a great angle. Ooh, side by side, still going strong. Bit of contact there, but they both survive. Oh, Beef still going for it on the inside. Off camber corner here, will be on the outside of the next corner. And the corner after that, bit of contact there. I think that he even got damaged. Doesn't look like it, but surely it wasn't the best. Look on the inside of Ixen. Ixen going wide. Is he going to rejoin in front of Dennis? Yes, he is. Is Dennis going for the inside overtake? Yes, he does on Ixen. So Ixen loses 2 places in the space of 2 corners. The pain, bit of oversteered there. Yaldabamas is looking for the gap. If that helmet isn't loaded up yet, it looks really great. Oh, and Yaldabamas just touched with the pain, and looks like the pain is around. Does he have damage? No, he doesn't have any damage, so he doesn't have to pit, but they are also both in a voice chat with each other, so might have been some interesting words between them. Anyway, let's get back to the battle. Luca currently in P3, driving towards Beef and Lusaisok. What is he going to do? Puts in an overtake. Really wants to get close as fast as possible. Not buying out his time here. And Sebi really close to Yaldabamas, also in a voice chat with him. And Beef again side by side with Lusaisok. This time around he chooses for the other side. On the outside of this corner, but on the inside for the 2 corners after this, but he's already behind him again, so I don't think he can go for an overtake. Now he has to look for Luca not trying an overtake on him, but it isn't going to happen this time around. But Luca is edging close to Beef every corner. And it is still raining heavily here in Belgium. Looking on the inside, Beef lets the space. Nothing happens. Ixen is around. As Luca overtakes Beef, but Beef doesn't give up just yet. There's a safety car again. As Ixen is disqualified from the session. He faced the wrong way here. So where's his car? Neki got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. This is the 3rd oh, you just saw his car right there. I don't know what happened to Ixen. I saw him spin, but I don't think he was I don't think he was driving in the wrong direction. But Loose Isaac going into the pits, might go for the intermediates, might go for the wet tires. But yeah, that leaves Luca in the lead at the moment. Going for intermediate tires. And Beef behind. Oh, that was very close between Beef and Luca. Beef just brakes at the very last seconds before he ran into Luca, and Dennis fortunately chose the other line so he didn't crash into Beef. The pain also, Beef got another 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. That's interesting. The pain into the pits. Went for the new sets of intermediates. Like Loose Isock. And Yaldabamas in the lead for now, but it has been a very good race for Beef at the moment. Started out in P20 and currently in P2, so he only lost the 0. And Dennis also had a good race, starting out in P13, I believe. Or, never mind. Where did he start? Position change. P17. And Luca started out in P17. If you look at the statistics, a good race for Luca so far, but some people would disagree, since the incident between him, Phoenix Legend, and Dan might see some appeals coming from that in the future. But so far he is in P1, so he might win on track if he can fend off Beef and Dennis. We will carry on this safety car for yet another lap, as we have passed the point where the safety car usually indicates he's going into the pits. The Pain buying his time with driving very slowly behind the field. Trying to get some heat into those tires with some clean air in front of him. As Loose Isaac is still in P8. Lost 5 positions. And some other winners here are Sebi and Lollers, who both got more than 10 positions against. Oops. Dennis also got 3 stops. That's also very impressive for being in P3 at the moment. So 6 laps left after the safety car gets into the pits again. And Beef is probably eager to get a move on Luca as soon as possible. As the Pain is getting closer to the field. Anyways, yeah, so far we had 1 extra retirement between this safety car and the other one, in the name of Roy Romero. Well, wait. Actually, that's not true. I think it was because of Ixton, who spun on track and then got disqualified. Yeah, I think it was because of Ixton. He just got put to the back of the list together with Copyleft, and the safety car is in this lap as I predicted. So let's stay on board with Beef again. Again in P2, behind this safety car leader, Luca is weaving like crazy. So Beef has to stay on top of his game to see where Luca is going. And I think Dennis just touched with Beef, or it was just a screen that froze up a little. Luca going very slow through these final corners. Beef has to back off. He wants to drive already, you can really see it, as Dennis got a penalty and Luca also got a penalty. For severe collision with Beef. Luca's going. Beef was not on top of it. Oh, Luca got a moment, so Beef can catch up again. And Yaldabamas very far behind Dennis, and behind that nothing major is happening except for Lawless, who had a moment in the last corner. And Luca is just driving away from Beef at the moment. So let's stay on board with Dennis, who is close to Beef. But Mr. Mouse is also very close to Sebi, so let's stay on board with this battle first. Is Mr. Mouse able to pass Sebi here? Let's go on board with Neki. No, Neki got passed by Loose Eyesock. Very nice and clean overtake around the outside by Loose Eyesock. Luca already 1 second in front of Beef. Excuse me. As Dennis is staying close to Beef at the moment. Lawler's in P11 right now, so that means the pain is edging closer and closer to him. On fresher tires, of course, so he should have more grip in these challenging conditions. Oh, and Lawler's had a moment, so that means the pain can easily pass him without any issue. Oh, Lawler spun. Probably after he tried to catch his oversteery moment. So he has to pit again. That's unfortunate for him. Had a very eventful race so far with a spin early on and then going to the intermediate tires as the first car on track. So he had the benefit of the doubt at the safety car restart. Was in P2, I believe, behind Beef as Neki pits. And yeah, basically was in front of the field for a few laps, and then just gradually got to the back of the grid because of other events. So yeah, eventful race for Lawless so far. Let's see, is Sebi is still not clear from Mr. Mouse, but Mr. Mouse isn't clear from Loose Eyesock as well. But it's very hard to overtake in this second sector, especially when it's raining, so yeah, RIP indeed. RIP indeed. Maybe Lawless can fight back to the points. It's going to be hard in 5 laps to get win back over 40 seconds worth of race time. But there's a very interesting battle going on here for P5. Mr. Mouse behind Sebi and Loose Eyesock behind Mr. Mouse. And I think Loose Eyesock is going to pass Mr. Mouse sooner than Mr. Mouse is going to pass Sebi. Loose Eyesock eager to show off that season 1 champion skills of him. No, not yet. As the pain is also getting closer to MOBA. And Loose Eyesock still behind Mr. Mouse. Mr. Mouse with the low connection bar behind his name. Yaldebam is really close on Dennis. Might keep an eye on that as well. Maybe you can do it on Camel Straight. Dennis got a good exit though. Oh, Yaldebam has had a moment in a Rouge, but managed to keep it straight. And Loose Eyesock is edging close to Mr. Mouse. Mr. Mouse is edging close to Sebi, but not enough. No. But the gaps are getting smaller and smaller here. So definitely in for a battle very soon. And Yaldebam is also looking for a gap on Dennis. Oh, and Sebi and MOBA got a 3-second time penalty, both of them, so that means if you're doing the drinking game, that's another sip. As Alex would have said if he was here. The only thing he would Oh, Almighty left to say. Oh, he already retired, so it doesn't really matter. Mr. Mouse lost some time on Sebi, it seems, but Loose Isaac hasn't lost any time on Mr. Mouse. Might he be able to do it this time around? No, doesn't look like it. Beef is also losing time on Luca. And it looks like the rain is slowly easing off. As Neki got another 3-second time penalty. And Yeldebem is losing some time on Dennis as well. So let's go in bold with Loose Isaac. Mr. Mouse has a moment there. So surely Loose Isaac is going for it on the camel straight. Seems like Mr. Mouse has very low downforce setup, because he's not really losing any sort of time as Lollers is around again at the same corner. But Loose Isaac isn't really getting closer on the straights. So it might be possible that Mr. Mouse is running a low dry downforce setup. And oh, Loose Isaac almost lost it, managed to catch it just before the back got grip again. Nice work from him, and didn't even lose that much time behind Mr. Mouse. But yeah, Mr. Mouse looks like he's running a dry server here, because he is very fast on the straights, but not so much in the twisties. And Jan de Mem is also getting closer to Dennis. Lollers switching out his front wing as Luca sets the fastest lap of the race. Jan de Bem is getting closer to Dennis, inch by inch. Maybe he can do an overtake before the end of the race. Lollers backing off to lap by the other cars. Just standing still. And Dennis had a very good exit out of radial, so no issues so far from him. And Loose Isaac still behind Mr. Mouse with only 2 laps to go after this one. Oh. Meanwhile, Jeldebemes is staying behind Dennis by with half a second. It does fluctuate a bit, but Dennis is also catching up to Beef, as you can see in the distance. But I don't think it's going to be. There's going to be enough laps to try and do an overtake on Beef. As Dennis slides through the corner, Loose Isaac is very close to Mr. Mouse, so I'm sure he's going for an overtake in the next lap, or even on the main straight here. No, not yet. Jeldebem is getting I had a moment there, so I don't think he's going for an overtake right now. Let's see if Loose can get a better exit than Mr. Mouse. Mr. Mouse taking a white line. Loose Isaac very close, but Mr. Mouse has just a lot more top speed than Lewis Isaac, so he can't get any closer. Even though Lewis Isaac is setting the fastest sector one time, lap by lap. Mr. Mouse has a very low downforce setup, so Lewis Isaac can't get past him on Camel Straight. And during the other parts of the track, he just makes his car so wide that he can't pass. And he only has one lap to overtake Mr. Mouse on track. Same can be said about Jan de Bemmers getting closer to Dennis, but Sebi is also trying to join in that battle for P3. Maybe Sebi can do what Jan de Bemmers hasn't succeeded so far. And oh, there's a yellow in sector 2. It's Lawlers making the 9th retirement of this Grand Prix. And Lewis Isaac again very close to Mr. Mouse, but not close enough. Oh, Mr. Mouse has a moment, so does Lewis Isaac, so no time lost between the two. Jan de Bemmers getting closer and closer to Dennis. This is his last chance to do so. The Pain also getting closer to MOBA, so a few interesting battles to look for in this last lap. What is going to happen? Dennis very close on Beef. Survives Arouge. Sebi survives Arouge. So does Mr. Mouse. So does Lewis Isaac. Doesn't look like Dennis and Jalabas can do any harm on Camel Straight. So does Lewis Isaac. And I completely missed the Pain passing Neki, but looks like Neki lost it. Or the Pain on MOBA. I think it was the Pain on Neki, I'm not sure, but looks like this is going to be the finishing order of the sport drivers, unless something happens. The race isn't finished yet. To finish first, you first have to finish. And Jan de Bemmers is getting closer and closer to Dennis, as Dennis is having some struggles. Bit of contact, not too much. Yeah, but Jan de Bemmers doesn't have a lot of fuel left anymore. Sebi also closing in to Jan de Bemmers. Maybe something will happen, I'm not sure. Meanwhile, Luca is getting closer to the finish line, and through the final few corners, Luca as a reserve driver puts it across the finish line into P1. Dennis, is he going to keep it in P3 for now? Yes, he does. And Jan de Bemmers just wins the race. Wait, hold on. So, let me get this straight. Jan de Bemmers, who finished in P5, wins the race on penalties. I can't believe this. Jan de Bemmers just won the race based on penalties. That's very interesting to see. I personally didn't look like Luca had a lot of penalties. Same can be said about Beef, but okay. And I don't get a reply from Jan de Bemmers, so I don't know if it's a bug or it's supposed to be him winning. Yeah, I'm a bit speechless here. Luca got the fastest lap in the end with 1:53.7. So that's good for him. Anyway, driver of the race, for anyone watching. Leave your driver of the race down below in the comments section. Oh. Hold on, what just happened? I think I needed that one. Yeah. My driver of the race, yeah, surely it goes to Jelte Bemmers. I think this is his very first race win in sport. Well, let's get him for an interview. Let's see. This is very weird. I didn't expect this. Hello, Jelte Bemmers.
Oh, thank you. Pimp was annoying.
Congrats on your win, I guess.
It's looking good. I was very surprised.
Yeah, I was also very surprised. I didn't expect you to win in the end. I mean, I knew that the cars in front of you had a few penalties, but I didn't imagine you jumping them.
I knew that Dennis had one. I didn't know about Beef. I didn't know that what's his name? Luca had any. And he was so far up the road, I just kind of was like, well, I'm not going to get that. I could maybe get second if Beef has a penalty.
Is that
I couldn't pass Dennis.
Yeah, is that why you were very careful behind Dennis? Because you the last few laps you were like 5/10 off of him on average, but you didn't initiate an overtake. Was that on purpose or?
If there was an overtake opportunity, I would have gone for it because I wasn't sure that Beef had any penalties, and I knew I was faster than Beef, but I wasn't extremely confident in the wet. I knew I was better at the corners, and Dennis kept sliding, and I'd get close, but I just was never really close enough in an overtaking corner to do an overtake that wouldn't result in an incident.
Yeah, the conditions were very tricky. I have seen a lot of cars having some moments. Some survived it, but some didn't. I believe I saw moments from you in between Arouge and Radial, where you almost lost it but managed to keep it on track. How many? No, you. You had a moment at a Radial, or was that the only one, or did you have many of them?
No, thinking back, I didn't have many moments where I thought I was about to bin it. I know I was one, and that's probably what you're talking about, but I can't picture it. But I just did it as, if I don't spin out, then I'll probably do well. Because people were struggling. I don't know if you caught Ixon in the Renault spin out at Pouon.
No, I didn't see it on board, but I saw him spinning out on the minimap, and afterwards he got disqualified for facing the wrong way.
Oh, he survived it. Okay.
Yeah, he survived, and then his car got disqualified. So I don't know if he actually drove the wrong way. I don't think he did, but he got disqualified for it. So did Copyleft at the start. For stationary on track, don't know what happened there exactly, but yeah, anyway, there have been like 9 retirements in total.
Yeah, people were oh my god, people were struggling in
very
wet conditions.
Do you have any expectations for Monza now that you're a race winner?
Yeah, probably a wrap up a championship by then. No, I just want to be on the podium.
Okay, that's fair.
I'd like to win, but I know there's a lot of fast guys, and a lot of fast guys had issues. Phoenix, as I just watched, slid across the track and hit the wall. And Dan quit.
Yeah, there was an incident between Phoenix Legend, Luca, and Dan. I was on board with all of them at that time. But yeah, I can't really
Yeah, he's
get
put
it.
it in the appeal room.
Oh,
It slides across the chicane,
I will
I think.
look at it after the stream then. But podium next week.
Yeah, I'll go for it. I'll put my
Can I
50
keep
laps practice back in.
can I keep your words on that?
Well, before I don't know if you were in the chat when I said that if I win this race, it's Trump 2020.
Yeah,
It's my first win, so I think there's a weird sign right now.
the
Let me
gods
check
have spoken.
these. Let me check the updates. Okay, well Biden won the Wisconsin, and he's still leading Michigan. Oh, okay, well we'll see. I
Anyway,
don't want Trump to win, but
I can keep your words on the podium in Italy.
okay, I'll get a podium in Italy, and if not, you give me a head admin. Done.
Yeah, we will talk about that.
I don't want to be admin in this league.
Oh, well, you succeeded in that. Oh wait.
Well,
Anyway, thank you very much for watching the stream tonight. It was very eventful. Join us back next Monday with Sam, aka Yelda Bemis, and Alex Tambridge for the VOR Club Italy Grand Prix. I will be back next Wednesday for the VOR Sport Grand Prix at Italy, and that is also our birthday. So make sure you join us back next week. Goodbye.
lockdown Grand Prix.